Hi everyone, my name is Sanjeev. In this video, I'm going to talk about for each scope, and with the example, I will explain how for each scope works in Mule application. For each scope like a for loop code block in a programming language. For each splits the payload into elements and each element processed in a sequence. Inside the for each, we adds Mule components and each element processed through these mule component. To process more element at a time, we can set the batch size to more than one. So default batch size is one, and if we want to increase the batch size, then we can set the batch size to different than one. So suppose we are getting 1000 records in a payload and we want to process 20 records at a time, then we can set the batch size to 20 and there will be 50 batches would be there. Another thing, for each scope does not modify the payload. So whatever payload it receives right here, it will output the same payload and the same payload will be sent to the next processor in the flow. Now I will demo the for each scope with an example in Anypoint Studio. I will create a new Mule project, file, new Mule project. We can give any name. I will give a for each demo. Click finish. Now from Mule palette, I will drag HTTP listener component and I will set the configuration. Click plus sign. I will keep the default configuration. Click OK. And I will give the path /demo. Now I will drag logger component. I will enter flow started. Now I will build a payload. In real scenario, we can get this payload from either FTP file or from database, but I will build it using transform message component. So I'm dragging this component inside flow and I will change this output to application JSON, and this is the collection. So I will add array here, array of JSON object, and I will create the object. So first one is employee ID is value 100. Another field I will add employee name David, and I will say he belongs to department IT. Now I want 4 elements, so I will copy this element 4 times. I will change the ID. Second one I will say 200, and employee name I will say Mike. Department I will say finance. Third one is 300 ID, name Todd, and department IT. Fourth one I will say 400 ID, and name is Ron. Department I will say finance. We have payload now. In the real scenario, it might come from database or file system, but I build using transform message component. We have 4 elements here. and these element I will send to 4 scope. So I will add 4 scope now. I will drag for each scope here. Okay, now I will add inside lower component. So this will print each element. For each divides the payload into into elements, and each element will be processed one at a time. So I will print the payload here. Now I will add one more logger outside the for each at the end of flow, and here I will also print payload to see that does for each scope update the payload or not. So we can save it. So our flow is ready. We can run it now. So let me explain while this is getting deployed into embedded runtime. So we have HTTP listener, and we are making payload here using transform message. We will be having 4 records. These 4 records will be sent inside for each. So for each will split these records in elements, and each element will be processed one at a time. And then once all elements being processed, it will go to next processor, which will print the original payload, because for each does not modify the payload. So whatever is entered here, the array of 4 element will also come out here. So here also this will also print 4 element here also. Okay, let's see, our application has been deployed. So it has been deployed. Let's clean the console. Now let's go to browser and test it. So I will go localhost. We got the demo resource, hit the demo resource. So we saw that there's a 4 element has been returned. They are inside array. This is because for the scope does not modify. So let's observe here. So we can see the log. So flow started. This was printed flow started. Then the messages has been built. Payload has been built. And then in for each, it's printing one element. So this is printing 100 first. Then is processing next element 200. Then it's processing third element. Then it's processing fourth element. And at the end, is printing all 4 elements, because for each does not modify the payload. So, when it came out, still there is a array of 4 element would be there, because for each does not modify the payload. Now I want to show you one more thing. Instead of processing one element at a time, we can change the batch size. So we can change the batch size to 2. Now we will process 2 record at a time. So I will save it, Control S. Now it should be deployed already. Yeah, it's getting deployed. I will clean the console and I will test it again. So I will, from browser, I will run it again. Let's go back. Console, make it bigger. Okay, so this is being printed, but because there's a batch of 2 element is there, so we need to do one more modification so we can observe properly. I will convert this array of 2 record into JSON. So I will drop a transform message here before this. So I will change this to JSON. So I will make the body payload. So what is happening? We are getting Java array here, because now we are processing 2 record at a time. So each element will be array of 2. So batch will be 2 batches, and each batch will have 2 records. Now I'm before printing the batch, I'm converting to the payload. Sorry, JSON, so we can view that is there 2 records or not. Now let's see, console has been redeployed. Okay, let's save it. Now it will be redeployed. Okay, it's redeploying now. It's redeployed. Let's clean the console and run it again. Now let's make the console bigger. Now we can read properly. So, so flow started, and then it have a array of two element because we gave the batch size. Now we are processing two record in a batch. So there will be a batch of two records, and the total two batch will be there, and each batch have two records. You see that. And again, the when the for each exits, we come out of for each scope, the payload still remains that was when we entered the four scope. So still there is a four elements here. So in this video, that's all. I hope you like it. If you like it, please subscribe it and hit the like button. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.